not as cheap. We had a chain. We had a chain between our building and I think who was next door to us. Was it? It was Dirty Dick Daugherty's team, and that we'd run a log chain around the building and chained it to the building, and that so the rest of recon wouldn't steal it from us while we were sleeping.
Well, you're lucky you didn't know Don Hassey back in the day, because he's very light-fingered when it comes to vehicles.
I might have tried to figure it out. Yes, that's true.
Well, we were authorized in recon company, I think, like 3 Jeeps and, well, at CCN they were supposed to have like 8 Jeeps, 6 deuce and a half, 2 3/4 tons. There were 34 Jeeps in recon company alone.
Yeah, I supplied some of them.
Yeah, I know. Pee Wee Reese stole the provost marshal's Jeep because he was queer for the siren.
So your half track didn't last too long then. You spent a lot of time planning how to get that half track, and then it didn't last very long.
Yeah, well, it took us about 2 weeks to set up the scam for the major to lift it off his hands and that. And then when we finally lifted it, I think we had it for, I don't know, a couple of weeks before Manus decided that Recon Company did not need a half track, that it needed to be better employed hauling his little butt down to the pink house.
Well, if anyone in the audience is wondering what on earth we're talking about, you need to read We Few by Nick. His book We Few has got a hilarious chapter about how they went about securing the half track from the major. And I'm not going to spoil the story, I guess, by telling the whole thing now, but it is great. So, and I just want to thank you personally for for the book you wrote, because it's so good. Really entertaining.
I stole the half track because I was trying to get one up on McLaughlin. McLaughlin had come back from extension leave, and we wanted to greet him at the airport. The team and all the rest of the ones that were still sober, and he showed up at the airport with Colonel Belfi on the same flight coming back from Saigon, and they rolled out the red carpet because they said there was a general on board. And when the first person off the plane was McLaughlin, and he was wearing a Civil War Confederate officer's uniform that he picked up somewhere in the States, and it had complete with the little, black feather on the side of the hat and that. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Those were healthy days.
So, well, off the back of that, I'm going to ask how much of what you learned in Vietnam shaped the future of Special Forces?
How much what?
This is for everybody, actually, just to go around. How much of what you learned in Vietnam shaped the future of Special Forces?
Wow.
Who wants to go first?
Oh, I'll take it. But the only thing I can think of would be something like the INA drills. That's about, the immediate action drills. I know I did a little write-up with that. I think Dale Hansen did some write-up on it. But we did a couple of those things, and I think they sent it to the War College or something so they can learn a little bit about those kind of tactics. Other than that, I don't know what else you could learn, because everything has changed so much. I mean, heck, we went in with just our shirt and our web gear, and that was about it. Nowadays, they're going in with suits of armor on, so it's a little different. Anybody else?
Yeah. Last night they had the dinner for the 60th anniversary of the 5th Special Forces Group at Fort Campbell, and during one of the speeches, a couple of speeches, the General Mulholland, retired Lieutenant General John Mulholland, and Maury Vigil, who was a retired Command Sergeant Major out of 5th Group. They both made comments about how SOG had laid down the foundation for special forces in a lot of different areas that have moved forward. And the other day we had a conversation with some of the people at SOCOM who also had the same comment. They had to change some of the tactics perhaps, but a lot of the foundational things about patrols, helicopter extractions and things like that. They said the SOG helped build a foundation for that, upon which they built and improved things that we did. So I'm just quoting others, because I was only in for 3.5 years, unlike some folks.
Well, I know that Norm Doney's rules for recon are still used. The techniques that he wrote when he was with Project Delta, and one of the SFA Chapter 47 members in Portland commented at his funeral that when he went to Special Forces training, they pulled out his rules, and Norm was the reason that he joined Special Forces, so he'd already seen them before. So I know that. And one thing from the aviation side, I think the McGuire rig, which led to the Stabo rig for extracting people out of small places, is still used in some capacity. And of course, then they've added fast roping to it.
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can think of a couple of things that carried over. I'd say primary amongst them was the tactics involving surgical use of air power, combined arms between Covey, ourselves, and the aircraft. Being able to lay in precision airstrikes. I mean precision, because we were calling in airstrikes danger close all the time, and using air power to suppress the enemy if we wanted to move in a certain direction. All that was developed, from our tactics and from our operations, and that carried over to the point where now every A team has got an Air Force fella on it that trains with them, lives with them, swaps spit with them, and calls in all their airstrikes. And I think the second thing was, the tactics. I can remember in Fort Devens in the 10th group, as late as, the 76, they were still passing around copies of lessons learned from the 1-0 schools, which was basically tips of the trade from all the 1-0s that ever went through there. And it was a pretty, probably about 20 pages of how to rig your equipment, how to move silently, how to eat rations like everybody else is, so you can't be smelled because you smell different. All those little tips of the trade followed through and filtered down to the A teams that later went into Desert Storm and other areas. So there was a lot of cross pollination from SOG to the next generation of SF. I think, I could be mistaken. Hopefully, none of them picked up any sort of felonious ideas.
Well, also I could add that Lynn Black and I were asked by our Sergeant Major John Hobbs in '69 to put together lessons learned from CCN, and we wrote it. Lynn, he is a talented artist. He drew many pictures to go with it, like Nick was saying, with the extractions, the McGuire rig, etc. And we put it together. It took a few months, and we turned it in. And we never saw it again. We heard that it was printed, and then they used the military jargon where a lot of places, Lynn and I used common language. So the printing became militarized. So we never saw a follow-up on it.
Thanks, Till. Dick, could I ask you a question about a follow-on from this, which is to do with, I know you went on to study psychological preparedness for SOCOM in your work after SOG, and did that derive from the work, the experiences in Vietnam?
I drew a lot, from my experiences and experiences of others, and some of the real giants that I had an opportunity to work with. But yeah, trying to understand the impact of stress, what it does to you, how you mitigate that, how you continue to go for days without sleep, how you continue to function when you're doing that. All of the sleep work was incorporated into what was called Airland Battle 2000, how we were going to fight the war in the 21st century. So a lot of the SS teams are using that. I spent time with the UK, their Army staff, in terms of teaching techniques around sleep deprivation, how SF teams could continue to operate. So yeah, it got incorporated into a lot.
Thank you. And that's obviously fed into what we're raising funds for tonight, in a sense, in the Arsenal system you've developed.
Right. Yeah, it was, we spent a lot of time looking at what are the best practices to help you maintain stress resilience, build stress resilience, and be able to continue to, press the battle for long periods of time. So what you're seeing on the Arsenal, or what appeared to me after years of research to be the key ones to help you live longer in a normal life, but also help you to have much higher stress resilience and be able to handle a COVID environment like we're in now, or be able to deal with pulling out of Vietnam, pulling out of Afghanistan. There are a lot of techniques in here that can help veterans, can help anyone. So it's not just veterans that get stressed out, everyone does.
Well, from a medical point of view, I know that in those years, in the late 60s and early 70s, we were beginning to dabble with medications to enhance alertness, stay awake, and most A teams had a secret stash of dexedrine of some form that they would hand out.
Hornet head.
Yeah, Hornet. That's right. The Green Hornets, and so the Green Hornets were. I'm trying to remember the brand name. I think it was Dexamil. It was was marketed as a diet drug, but we used it occasionally when things got tough to stay awake all night if we had to be alert.
Use it on stand down so you could stay, keep on drinking.
So that reminds me, my team sergeant once, Roy Johnson was his name. He once got incredibly drunk, and he needed to function the next morning. And he came into my hooch, and he said, "Sergeant man, I've got a horrible hangover. You're the fucking medic. Cure it." So I had a perfected hangover cure. I gave a dexedrine, and then I'd give a little Thorazine to take the edge off the dexedrine, and an APC for the headache, and a salt tablet to help you redistribute fluids. And in a couple hours, you'd be able to stand up straight.
Oxygen, straight oxygen, and Darbon works like a charm.
The crafted SOP for this.
We had a funny story at FOB1 on a team that had used the Green Hornets. They were out on an ambush at night outside of FOB1, and they started calling in mortar support, and we heard no AK fire or anything. So finally, the base commander asked the 1-0, "Who's attacking you?" He said, we're under attack by green elephants. He was chipping out from the green hornets or pink elephants, some kind of elephants. But it was, he was, had a couple too many of those green hornets.
Well, when I came to Devon's, I in my baggage was a bottle of green hornets and that, and we had a PT test. So I gave everybody in the company a green hornet for the PT test. And I mean, even Gary Stan on that, you know, the alcohol, drug and that, he's out there, let's run another mile. Come on, we can do the run, Dodger jump. You know, that then chief medic goes out, told Major, I think it was Major Keeney, goes, you know, sir, I think these guys are on drugs. It took about 5 minutes for somebody to snitch me up. Well, you know, Nick gave us a pep pill. You know, tossed my locker away.
No.
Confiscated.
I know that they used to give us those green hornets to stay awake on ambushes and stuff when I was on the A-team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those things, they make you talk, you want to talk and you just got to be quiet, you know, but they'll make you want to talk.
Yeah, yeah. And they make you jerky after a while. If you take them too long, you start feeding on your own internal organs.
I'll tell you, the one that they used to get me was like, I remember I had all 4 of my molars removed at one time. So they gave me some Darvon, and our medic said, well, open up the capsule and take out the little pink round ball in there and take that round ball and leave the rest there. He goes, because that rest is a buffer to try to ease it down a little bit. So I took those things, and I swear, man, I could hear the ants attacking me. Anyway.
You're supposed to take the whole capsule?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're supposed to take right. Yeah.
Oh, shit, I just ate the little balls.
No, that's just a little protective thing. You just take that out and take the little ball.
Yeah, that's what I did. I took the little balls. I threw the rest of the stuff away.
Yeah, right. It's a buffer.
Can I ask you guys, this is a question that's come in from Digby in the audience. What was the funniest thing you did in Vietnam that you weren't supposed to be doing that you still haven't been caught for?
Ooh.
Anyone?
You guys want
to need to know?
Yeah.
No, Nick has to go first on this one.
We all know about Tilt's radio, and you weren't caught for the radio though, were you? The KY 38.
No, just thrown out of camp. That's all.
Did they know? Did they know it was you? Oh, because you said you'd lost it.
Oh no, we fessed right up to it because I said if it doesn't work, I'll destroy it in the field, and he agreed before we went in. So after we get into the target, it didn't work. I destroyed it, and then I came back and said, "No, I never said that." And it was time to go home. My DEROS, I had extended my ETS to go to Vietnam, so my ETS was up in 2 weeks. So I said, "Okay, you're an asshole. I'm leaving now." We had a big party at RT Idaho, and put everybody to bed that night, and then left the next morning.
I think that's quite a moving part of your book where you talk about the sitting outside with, was it Sal or Heap?
Hep was the last one standing. And then he said, can I help you with anything else? And I said, no. And he literally laid down right in the sand and passed out because all the other guys had passed out either in the bed or outside. We put them all back in bed. So I picked him up, dusted him off. He's light, put him in his bed, then went down and packed and left first light.
Wow. Yeah, that had to have been quite a moment.
That was, it hurt.
I made a tracking device one time. And it was, it was a cigar box. I went to the PX and we bought a Tamiya, one of those radio controlled tanks and models of a German tank or whatever. Took the motors out of it and the actuators in that, what they call them, solenoids or whatever. And we rigged up this box, and in the middle of it, it had one of those motors with the shaft pointing up, and on the top of it was a brightly colored pinafore propeller. And then it was a reduction gear. And the way it worked was when it got power, it would start winding and the propeller would start curling around on the top and that. And we needed something flashy because the Indian brew are real curious. They're cautious about everything they're around, the trackers and that. but anything bright and shiny, they're going to check out. So we used to drop stuff all the time, blood bags, you know, radio, peanut radios, shit like that all the time out there for them to find. So we came up with this device because we'd gone into the 2 targets in a row and we had trackers on us both times. So Mac and I decided to make this thing, and Jim Butler, who God bless his soul, I'm going to bury him here up in Arlington next week. He's eventually became my brother-in-law. He got shot in the head. Now, any decent human being except the captain would die. But no, he doesn't die. He goes to the hospital. It's a grazing wound. We don't know that. All we know is that he got shot in the head. Well, he's got to be dead, so we tossed his room. And his mother had sent him a Christmas tree, little Christmas tree, with all these blinking lights on it. And that, and went, oh, that's it. That's what we need, those lights. So we stole the lights and we installed them on the outside of that box. We actually got 2 trackers with it when we set it on the ground. It worked perfect. When the thing wound down, it would pull you cut the spoons on the grenades so they can go off inside the box. And we had a mini CS on one side and a white phosphorus on the other side. And the actuator was actually a cardboard tube with metal on either end with a steel ball bearing. So when they picked it up and they tipped it, it went down, made contact, the thing started whirring, they dropped it, the CS went off. They went to pick it up and the WP went off. But for years, I didn't know this. He kept telling his wife, he says, you know what some rotten son of a bitch did? When I was shot in the head, they stole my Christmas tree. I had no idea. He told us. Well, I thought he knew. And I was at Thanksgiving dinner one time, and I happened to say, well, you remember when we stole your Christmas tree lights? And the room went silent. Oh, I might have made a faux pas here.
Oh, that's funny.
You have to adapt and innovate. Adapt and innovate.
A shortage of creative tactics and techniques and procedures that we hear about. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, like for example, I mean, today when I was talking to the guys at SOCOM, they still train using 5-second fuses for their claymores in the event that they're trying to break contact with the enemy. So that's one more little tactic that we developed. Not as good as yours though, Nick. That takes the cake. I gotta give you that one.
Charles Wesley was the skunk works if you wanted something odd, because he liked demolitions. You know, he's and flying around up there in that sport coupe as a covey, and that you never knew what was going to come out the window.
Yeah.
But he made this device because, you know, you used to get the claymores, you can hang coat hangers on them, throw them up in the trees and run to the end, hit the clacker and hope it's pointing in the right direction when you go off. He came up with this device. He took the plastic cups that the M79 CS rounds came in. They had a real long tube that held the CS round in that. And he welded them together with heat so they were like a V8. And then he cut the spoons off of the mini grenades and shoved them down in there and pulled the pins on. So they're in there, the package, nothing's going to happen. He put coat hangers on it, and the same thing, put a long lead on it. You could throw it up in the trees and crank it, and this thing would theoretically throw 1, 2, 3, 4, so 2 in each, 12 mini grenades out at different heights when they went off. Well, he tested it down at the range at CCN. Unfortunately, the same day they had a thunderstorm. And he had all of his toys in the back of the Jeep. He took Cook and Mac along with him because I was hiding. I wouldn't go with him. And I was laying on my bunk and I heard this boom, 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 and a bunch of grenades going off. I thought the camp was getting hit. And then the truck comes back and Wesley's sitting in the back and everybody is just staring at him. Wouldn't even talk to him. It would lightning, you know, St. Elmo's fire. They were sitting down there and everything started glowing blue and that. So they decided to move over to the target shack that was on the range. And that's when the Jeep went off with everything in it.
Oh my God.
The axle part of the axle actually landed in the officer's latrine above the officer hutch up there.
Wow.
Yeah, skunk works.
Wow. That's incredible. Well, I don't know if anybody else has any other stories they want to touch on first, but I can jump on to another question. I'm Sam, by the way, for Russ and Nick. I didn't get to introduce myself due to technical issues, so it's excellent to get the chance to talk to you gentlemen. So thank you for being here. And of course, everybody else, all you gentlemen who I do know, we're very excited to talk to y'all. And I wanted to ask a question from Hoot here that he asked on our website, and he's wondering, so of course SOG is famous for working with, you know, Indigenous personnel as Special Forces does, and they were such important members of your teams. Can you give us some examples of techniques and tactics and procedures that the Indig taught you to use in the field? I know a lot of it came, you know, both ways, but what did they what were some things that they were known for to do?
On my hatchet force, I had an interesting Cambodian gentleman that would walk point for us, and he liked to walk point with an M60 machine gun with a short piece of belt, 30-40 rounds hanging out of it, and he would have it, you know, over his shoulder on a strap and walk with it pointing forward. So if he heard a noise to his left, let's say if you're an American and you're walking point, you hear a noise to your left, you'll turn to your left, point your gun, and maybe fire off a round or two if you think there might be something there. He didn't waste any time. He started pulling the trigger and then swung the gun to the left. He cleared everything from front, center to left in one swipe.
Whoa.
So I thought it was an interesting technique.
I
Well, so
remember Kuman told me, you know, when I was trying to make animal sounds, because they were always teaching, you know, yards forage the entire time they're out there. They're picking up grubs and eating them, getting stuff off of under leaves and that, chewing on it. You know, they're you know, they're hunter gatherers. So, you know, they where was I going with that? I lost it. The food.
Yeah.
And what they taught you, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Different techniques, procedures they had. I know you talk about in your book, Nick, a lot how you couldn't keep them around you know, any place with livestock or anything like that, because
yeah, all the time they were holding shit up. And Bong was worst about it. He'd pull out these looked like maggots. They were grubs. They tasted horrible. They tasted like bad fish, what they tasted, but they were really rich in protein. And the yards were always coming up, you know, here, try this, chew on this, you know, use this to brush your teeth. And I was trying to do animal sounds. Well, you know, I can make sounds like you guys, because they can imitate wildlife perfectly. The birds, the fuck you lizards, they had them all down pat. So I gave my rendition of what I thought was a bird, and Kuman looked at me and he said, "Don't use that." I said, "Why?" He says, "It sounds like a howler monkey with a bad stomach." Sometimes you just didn't pick up the skill, no matter how hard you tried. And they do weird things with the equipment too. Like when booby trapping something, they had a way of running the wires and that. No matter where if you hit that wire or tried to remove the trap, you were going to blow it up. They looked like a spider web when they got done. But they were very adept at it.
Did they have any tracking techniques that, you know, for recon that they'd use?
All the time. They teach you how to cover up, how to look for, you know, bruises on the underbrush, because that's what the trackers look for. They look for, you know, bruises on plant bruises. If they see the plant bruise, they know something went through there. Depending on the size and the location of that, they're going to know whether it was a human, a deer, you know, a tiger, or, you know, howler monkey, whatever. but they were always teaching things about tracking. Look at this track, Chung-Si. It's the guy's got a bad foot, things like that. Little tips all the time. You were constantly in school with it.
And did any of that make its way into the recon handbook or the 1-0 school or anything like that that had come kind of originated with those indigenous troops?
I taught my teams when I was at Devon's and Bragg and that, when I was on a team and that, we were out in the bush and that, I always taught guys that were out there with me, hey, look at this, this is something you can do, that a new way to start a fire, or, some way to cook something. That's a lizard that looks tasty, whatever. So I always passed on, tips of the trade to the guys that was on the team. And I'm sure everybody else did too.
That's really cool.
Can we jump in on NVA tactics? I mean, this is fresh in our minds because we've just been fighting the NVA in our video game for the last 3 hours. And we designed the tactics based on Tilt and General Bowray giving us, and Jim giving us a lot of input on it. And people seem to really like that about our game. Can we ask what each of you a bit about what NVA tactics you experienced firsthand? Maybe start with Jim as you're up on the screen.
Yeah. One of the things I learned, but it was on the A team with the NVA tactics, is that, like, I've been to 3 camps that got overrun. My own camp, when it was overrun on an outpost, what the enemy does is they send the sappers in first. They're usually naked and they got charcoal on them, and they carry satchel charges, and then they work their way through the fence, and then they run around the camp throwing the satchel charges in the bunkers and what have you. But if you can take out that first wave of sappers coming through, there's a good chance they're gonna lose all their tactical know-how.
Momentum.
Yeah, because what happens is the second wave can't do its job until the first wave does its job, and the third wave can't do anything until the second wave does their job. So, like, the second wave might go in and throw blankets or ladders, little log ladders or something over the concertina wire to get over it. They won't be able to do that if you take out that wave. The third wave can't run across the ladders, so they get all kind of confused. So that was one of the things I knew, is they were very structured. And if you destroyed that structuring of their tactics, then it kind of screws them up a little bit. But when it came to NVA in Laos and Cambodia, I didn't come across any large enough groups. Well, I guess I did, but it's a little different. I had them where they came in truckloads and came after me. But their tactics over there in SOG, I couldn't really answer too much to it. Other than the fact that I know if you had signals, guys shooting signals, that we didn't walk away from it. We walked towards it, because you might walk towards it and then you get shots over here, and then you walk away from that, and the next thing, or you walk away from it, then the other guy does the same thing and you walk away from it. The next thing, you're walking into an ambush. So that's about the only thing I could really comment on SOG with the NVA tactics.
Thank you, Jim. Maybe Dick, could you go next?
Who, me?
No, Dick.
Dick, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah, one of the things that I started to notice when we would make contact was, and particularly after we got into 69, it appeared that the NVA had been taught, particularly the ones that had been trained to go out and go after SOG teams, they had been taught that when they made contact with you, you were going to break contact and run. And that's what they expected you to do, is to try to run, to try to go to an LZ, to try to get away from them. So I had my guys on some occasions, if I gave them the right command, if it was a relatively small group of NVA, was instead of running assault, we would go after them. And it was like they got confused. What are they doing? They're coming after us. That's not supposed to happen. And particularly, when we got the 30-round magazines, So we didn't have many of them, but everybody on the team had at least one. So if you had that in your weapon, in some cases we'd put a bunch of tracers in there too. And you know, if you have 7 or 8 guys open up on them with 30-round magazines and going after them and slinging hand grenades at them, they would run. I mean, it just stunned them. They didn't know what to do. And then you could stop, leave your claymores behind as you started to work down, you know, go find your LZ. You didn't want to stay there and continue to engage them because there's just too many of them coming. But that initial contact, you know, really stunned them sometimes if you went after them rather than running.
That's the classic Ranger approach to an ambush.
Superiority.
That's a classic McLaughlin.
User
Follow
entered
me.
your channel.
I'm going after him.
Or Marines charge.
Yeah. Or like Murphy, fix banana knives. Yeah.
Jason, hello. Can I ask Russ about Khe Sanh? Because you were there through the siege.
Yes, sir.
What NVA
Server
tactics
group
did you
assigned.
Jason, can you hear me? The siege? To Jason.
Well, that's a really good question.
You were moved. User joined your channel.
Jason,
One
can
of
you
the
hear
few
me?
times that I had face-to-face contact with the NBA, when I say we, my team and our attached hatchet force, so 50 people or so, snuck outside the wire. We had been under artillery pounding for a month or so, and we'd had it. We'd said, this is bullshit. We don't care what it costs. We're going to go kick some ass. So we snuck out of the wire and traveled not very far, a quarter mile or so from the wire.
Jason, can you hear me?
To the NVA trench line. This is before first light. And my team sergeant, who was a Korean War vet, got everybody online. And at first light, we assaulted their trench line.
User left like your hell, channel.
Jumped in the trench, threw hand grenades, shot in all directions, and then got the hell out of there and ran back to our wire. We only had one injury, and it was one of my Montagnards got hit had a big splinter in his face from the wooden handle of a Chi-Com grenade. And the rest of us escaped scot-free because we caught them sleeping. And we didn't stick around to duke it out. We went in, threw all the firepower we had, and then ran like hell.
That sounds yeah, amazing. So you did get those times where you were face to face with the MVA around Khe Sanh then?
Oh yes, yeah. So and they were in entrenched
User joined your
positions.
channel.
This was
Hey Jason, I don't know if you can hear me. This is Sam from when we got to talk last time. If you're around, I'm going to try and get you set up to join these guys.
I
think we're going to connect up on Discord or something.
And that's where we played. So that's kind of how that went.
And I guess because you were special forces, you got volunteered to go out beyond the perimeter.
Well, that's that's another interesting question. The Marines had a disastrous platoon-sized patrol that went outside the wire and were wiped out almost to a man. It's called the Ghost Patrol.
Hey Jason, can you hear me all right?
A few survivors managed to make it back in. Well, when that happened, the Marine Commandant at Khe Sanh told the Marines no more patrolling outside the wire. We already know we're surrounded by a superior force. We don't need to go poke them. The SOG guys were we had our own little separate piece of the defensive line. In fact, we had Marines behind us. And the Marines had told us, if we get if we get hit and you have to leave, don't come through us, because we had Indig with us, and the Marine said, we can't tell the good one from the bad ones. We're just going to kill everybody. So we were in a sort of a no retreat spot. Let's see, where was I going to go with this? We were talking about
their tactics and you going face to face. And then I was asking about what was it about Khe Sanh during the siege?
Oh, the patrolling, yes. So
patrolling. Yeah.
So at any rate, we did active patrolling for a couple of reasons. One was that because we were a highly classified unit, they had us doing some classified stuff. So we would go outside the perimeter to put in vibration sensors so that the enemy approach could be monitored. They were pretty clever. They were plastic and they were, I don't know, a foot or so high with a spike on the bottom, and they looked like a plant. And so we would just stick them in the ground, and they had a battery, and if anybody walked by, the vibration would be picked up, and it would send a signal back to a receiver. Each one of these things had a separate electronic identifier, so they'd know which one it was. So our job was to sneak out and plant these things at precise points.
Hey, Jason, you there?
So that the approach of the enemy could be monitored electronically. So we got that job because, it was super secret and we had secret clearances, so
Microphone
we got to
activated.
do it. So we did active patrolling.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
And it was
that's all right.
It was never a question of if we were going to make.
Oh yeah, I was just
contact.
gonna, as soon as you're ready, I was gonna help you get set up for to jump in with them if you were wanting to join their mission.
There was no question. If we hung out long enough, we'd bump into somebody.
I think that they're about to hop in right now, but it's you can just join in progress. I can help you get set up so that you can get you can essentially go to the duty officer, then you scroll wheel, you teleport to them. But it's up to whatever you want.
Go on, Till.
Yeah, we had don't forget the Pat Watkins story from Khe Sanh with RT Lion. He and his brew went out. And they went out fishing with hand grenades.
You're on the. Are you on the release candidate build and everything?
The Marines went out and they had this big firefight, and they captured the NVA officer that triggered the ambush.
Yeah, that's what you want. And then you got your should be for mods. It should be Task Force Arrowhead Radio Beta and CBA.
We want to kill two Americans with Indigenous. We don't care. We want to kill more Americans with the Marine Corps.
Wow.
Go to server browser.
And then the other thing is we had our teams.
All right, let me grab the IP for you and the password and stuff.
Like with the attack August 23rd, 1968 at FOB.
I think I remember the password for the one they're on. All right, so you're gonna go under
sappers, who, as Dick said, by 69.
That's okay.
A battalion, we're told.
So it's going to be the one that says Direct Connect. So there's under server browser, under multiplayer, there's one that says Direct Connect. Okay, address is going to be 162.55
because we started late, so just to let the audience
know, 228
for another 12 minutes or so.
8, yep, Ocho, and then .73.
This discussion.
And then the port is 2402.
NBA tactics you experienced firsthand?
Well,
and then if you hit search there, it should come up. I think the password is going to be, I believe it's Delta or Charlie. I think it's Delta though.
72.
As in the whole phonetic word in lowercase.
Anywhere west of Hawaii.
Not, I will grab it.
They had the area so saturated.
Grab it guys real quick here.
so interlaced, they had anti-recon teams they didn't have that much of them.
Okay. Yeah,
They
you might need to give
adapted
it
us,
a minute here.
in any
Sometimes it takes a little bit.
situation, you're always on the learning curve. If you're not on the learning curve, you're soon to be in the morgue. Because somebody's gonna come up with something that'll,
Okay.
that'll
Awesome.
trick ya,
Awesome.
get you
And
to
then
move a certain
I'll help
way. The one
guide
thing
you
that
to the
with the NBA,
point where you need to
if they
be
tried
to
it,
get
if
with
they
them. I
left
think
no
that you might already
clues
be,
because they had a
if
trap.
they're still at base, they'll probably
If
be
they were pushing
around
you
for
and
you
they
to
seemed
chat
to be
with.
pushing
Let me
you
make
in a
sure
direction, they
it
were
doesn't
trying to
look like
get
you
you
have
in there where
Task
they could
Force
slap your
Radio,
dick real hard and kill you.
the add-on
So,
enabled
you always
on
were
your
cautious of that,
your
always
TeamSpeak,
cautious of the type of
and I can
terrain
help
you're
you do
trying to
that
fight through.
if you
You
like.
don't want to get in a ravine, a stream bed where you're canalized and that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they,
And I don't know if
they
you
were
already had
using
it
stuff too.
installed
They were
on TeamSpeak or
picking
not.
up some of our old
And if not, I can totally help you do it.
BDUs, or not BDUs, CBUs, and rewiring
Okay,
them
no, that's cool.
and
So
hanging
let's
them up
check
in the
and
trees with
see real
tripwires.
quick
You
if
go
it
through
if
an
it
area
is.
and
So if
those
you
things would
go up
drop
to
on
your
you, and they were
TeamSpeak, you look at the top
CPU
where it says
that just didn't
Tools,
go off
and then go
when the
to
upgrade.
the
They were
bottom where it says
constantly
Options,
scavenging our stuff
and
making
then
it into stuff
under
that they could do.
add-ons,
Yeah, very,
just scroll
very
down and
innovative
see
people.
if there's one that's
And
called
we
Task
hope to be
Force
the
Arrowhead
same.
Radio. That's the
We
one. But if
survived,
not,
so
then
I
we can
guess
get
we
it
accomplished
installed.
the mission.
Absolutely. I'd like to ask a question about.
Okay, no, that's
So
cool.
air
No
support
problem.
was
Let me
obviously a
grab, so
really,
you don't have to
really
look for it. I'm just gonna
instrumental part
grab the
of SOG
the
operations.
file for you, and I'll send it to you
And,
on Discord.
wanted to ask
It's
about,
it's just gonna bring you through a little
some of
wizard. It
the
automatically installs
maybe
it for you.
unusual or moments
Let me
that
grab it
stood
here.
out to do with air support. I kind of want to start with Don on this because he worked with in his unit, the Sky Chiefs. They had the Thunder Chicken gunships. Did you have any moments that stood out to
Find it
you
in my
with
mods.
their operations, Don?
Well, I don't know if you would
I don't think so. I think that
classify
they're
them as
yeah, he's in with
unusual,
them right
but it
now.
was
So
always just, you know,
Gonna be
pretty
live,
much
I think.
standard fare. We'd put the recon team in, and they'd go out and stir things up and get a 500 or 1,000 people chasing them, and then
there it
we'd
is.
go get them.
TeamSpeak.
And,
Okay, so I'm gonna send you. It's a
Rose.
.plugin file,
it
and all you
was,
got to do is download this and then
kind of,
double click on it.
that was just kind of the normal course of business.
Yeah, sure,
But,
no problem.
So I don't think that, you know, from that standpoint, but we did have some, you know, some situations that
Okay.
we did,
That's-
like we spent a month with Project Delta, and they had a Roadrunner platoon.
All right. I figure out how I can best send this to you. Okay, so are you still in the? Let me see if I can do it here. Are you still in that RT Columbia channel? Oh no, damn, I can't upload it there. Too big. Fuck. All right. Oh, it's I'm one of the voice actors. This is Sam, by the way. We talked a while back. Oh yeah, we were doing an interview with our SOG vets, like a discussion session. It started back at about 4 Central, or wait, 3 Central, about 4 Eastern. Yeah, well that's great. Yeah, it was good. It was really cool to hear them talk as always. They're just such an awesome group of guys. Okay, so I can't actually send you this file directly, so I'm gonna have to guide you to find it. And it's gonna sound a little weird, but it should be something called taskforceradio.ts3 plugin if he did. Because I don't have the Nitro or whatever, so it's too big of a file for me. But if not, there's a place you can find it on your computer too.
That's it. Hope they're not full up there. 11. If it ends up being that you can't get a slot on that server, let me know and we'll try and hook you up with it. Okay. I'll help you get the plugin off your computer. So you just need to bring up your Steam library, and then so if you just go back to your desktop real quick, and then if you have Steam open, you can just pull it up. But if you don't, just go to your Windows key and then type in Steam and bring it up. Okay, cool. So at the top, then find library. Okay. Now you see your ARMA 3 Creator DLC running. Okay. So it doesn't say Creator DLC RC next to ARMA 3? Okay. So we're gonna have to get you in order for, so they're on a release candidate of essentially they're on an updated version of the game, which we'll need to have you download real quick. It's about 25 gigs. I hope. Okay, good. So I can explain to you how to do that. You just need to close down your game. And I can explain to you how to do that. Let's get your TeamSpeak good to go first, though. We'll continue what you're doing there, and then we can get that. So once you close down your game, you just go to your ARMA 3 there, and then if you're closing your game, if you have the launcher open, you still have the ARMA 3 launcher open. Okay, so on the left side, if you go to mods, you're gonna see that Task Force Arrowhead Radio Beta mod, right? Okay, if you right click on that, there should be something that says like view local files or open local files or something like that. I'm closing my game so I can look at it. Open folder. That's it. Yep. And just hit I understand. And then you're going to click on that folder that it's got highlighted in the little window. And then inside there's a folder called TeamSpeak. And then you'll see that little plugin. You just double click on that, and that's going to install your add-on on your TeamSpeak for you. That's okay. I'll stand by here. Sweet.
Disconnected. Connected. Channel switched.
Yep, I'm here. Yeah, no, it looks like it's installed based on what I can see here, so that's good. Only thing, you might want to change your name back to Jason. So if you can actually set that permanently if you want under if you go at the top to tools and then identities, it's the first option. You can change it so that it'll just by default put your name to yeah. And it also, when you join a server, it'll ask you what you want your name to be, and whatever you set that to be, it'll have it be that every time you try and join a server. All right, sweet. Okay, so we got that. Let's get the creator DLC branch downloaded for you. So what we got to do now is close down the ARMA 3 launcher. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the Steam library, and I'm going to grab you a code here so that you can do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on ARMA 3, and then you're going to go to Good to go? All right. Cool. Awesome. Well, I think most of the guys over there are just gathering up and getting all set to go before they move out to the helicopter. So I'm playing Bright Light today, so going, I think it's Bright Light, yeah. Going in and rescuing a downed helicopter pilot. So you can just run on out there and group up.
Yeah, let's do it, brother.
They're going to be over by S4. Grab some supplies if we need them, but you should start with everything that you need.
All waiting on me.
They weren't worth throwing out the window because they're too much fun.
Yeah, relax, guys.
You want to keep them in a party.
Relax, guys, and they're very resourceful as well at finding booze.
As I found out in country, if you control the booze, you control the female company.
But it's the Aussies in Iraq in the Green Zone who built a swimming pool, wasn't it?
We had the Danish body in Afghanistan, and they had a hot tub, an actual hot tub in one of their vaults.
The Danish female soldiers?
Yes, it was terrible.
I bet you never had anything like that on deployment in Vietnam.
It was absolutely,
Round eye nurses, maybe.
Yeah, we started, the Ghost Rider was basically a tent pub, but we started it with the pallet of beer that I acquired with one of my Jeeps.
Ice, you in?
Acquired.
Yep.
Allegedly. Reminder to save your gear.
Oh, okay.
And those
I didn't
of you
think
that
anything.
don't know the Jeep story, listen to the interview.
Oh yes, Don's interview on YouTube. We need to just check that Ice and Jason have both got their short-range radio set up on 100 frequency.
100, okay.
Radio check on 100.
Good check.
Good check.
Hey Jason, if you just hit your, actually I'll just give you my radio. I'll set it for you.
Thank you.
So we also, when
If you go into your inventory real quick with I,
in Kabul,
I'll just go
which went
whisper.
on a Thursday
And then
night,
you see at the bottom in the center, it's ERC 10,
steak and lobster night.
URC 10.
Sure.
To gain entry to,
I do.
the
It looks like I don't
embassy,
have
what
it
I had to
though.
do was go to the British
Oh,
Embassy
really?
first,
Yeah. I don't know what's
Oh.
up with that.
and
Okay.
that was my way of
Well,
gaining
I'm just gonna
entry
drag
to
mine
the,
out, and then you can grab.
SMC.
Nice.
It was brilliant.
You see a radio in that
I
slot there?
remember a
I
very
don't,
good
man. It's
sat on the
it's
rooftop
dull.
of the embassy whilst on the mortar fire. He was
Interesting.
playing his
Yeah,
acoustic
I don't know how to
guitars
respond
down
like
to
that.
heaven, and I was doing a terrible
okay.
rendition of
Well,
his
It's
singing.
weird because I picked RTO. I thought.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have the
Well,
backpack
Sal, the
radio,
British
so yours is gonna be
Yeah.
Me and you have led very different
yours is gonna be
lives.
different. Here, let's run over
Shit, the
here.
only time we ever
Figure
got
it
a
out.
beer was like in a Super Bowl.
Oh, I heard about that.
So either I can just give mine to you, or I can just do my best to do it myself. But here, I'll just give mine to you. That way you can be on the radio since you're RTO. I'll see if there's another one. And if you hit Control P once you're out, it should show on the little notepad on the right. It should show 100 megahertz, right?
You know what's funny is it didn't show, but now I have access to both radios.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
Yeah, visually I couldn't see that radio, but
Yeah.
I got both
To
of them.
celebrate-
Do you want me to
celebrate
throw one of these to
your
you?
wayward cousins.
Yeah, sure.
How do I do that?
Floated off on
It's
their
been a
own.
while.
Just yeah, no, that's fine. Just take it and click on it and drag to the left to the ground.
That's funny. I actually can't see what. I don't have any of the radios. I hit inventory. I'm not seeing anything.
It might be if you click on your.
There we go. I got the
your folder, your
URC.
backpack.
As well.
I got it now.
Okay,
I'm gonna drop.
So you want to make sure one of those is in your center at the bottom, where it shows a little push to talk radio symbol. You can drag it down there, and then the other one, if you want to put it on the ground, I'll grab it.
Yeah, you spent any more slots left?
Any other slots?
Yeah. Besides pilots.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Is I'm only seeing one radio now, but like, there might be some kind of a glitch. Because actually, when I hit P, I had both radios. So, do you want me to drop one to you?
That's sure, that's fine. If you want to do that, and then whichever one you still have, you can set. Jackson, somebody's trying to get in.
At your feet.
I'll grab this one. So if you hit Control P,
yep.
Jason, and then up in the upper right where it says Freak, just highlight that with your mouse, and then you can just type in with your keyboard 100, and then hit the Set button on that little notepad.
All right, I set it.
All right, cool. And then you should be able to hear us on the radio now, so be good to go.
Now, is it a push to talk to the rest of the guys, or is it?
Yep, it's just caps lock. We try and I think generally you should stay off of it just for I don't know, like role play or whatever, but you'll at least be able to hear it. I'm guessing that your radio is either in your uniform, your vest, or your backpack, and you won't be able to transmit on it unless you put it into that little slot at the bottom that you saw. You know how to search through your different inventory slots?
Yeah, I'm looking now. In the 3, I'm not seeing the backpack on there. It's 38 items, but I'm not seeing anything yet. That's really weird.
Okay. Well, you'll be able to hear it anyway, and then your long range, we'll make sure you're set for that.
Right, just coming to check your huddle. Are you all squared away yet?
Yeah, we can't find the radio in his inventory, but we know that he'll be able to hear us at least, so that's
okay.
Good there.
For what, you've lost the radio?
It's somewhere in the inventory. But
okay.
So I've got the radio up. It's not showing on the screen, but I can access it. I set it to 100, like you said. So how do I actually transmit?
Just checking if you're on 100, Jason.
I am. How do I respond back to him?
It'll be caps lock if it's.
Just hit caps lock?
Yeah, just hold caps lock.
That for transmit on short range.
Hey, can you hear me now? Check, check.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, heard you. Need to turn off local VoIP.
Can you show him how to turn off the OIP just so he's
not
double
no
transmitting?
problem. Okay, so if you go pause your game real quick, this is the classic ARMA, setup experience.
Yeah.
If you pause your game real quick, and then go into configure and then controls.
Yep, there.
With me? Okay, cool. And then at the top, you're going to see it says show, and then like it'll say like vehicle movement or something up there under show. It's a little drop-down menu.
Yep, I'm there. So vehicle movement.
Okay, we want multiplayer.
I'm there.
Okay. Now there's going to be one called push to talk, and it should be caps lock.
It's there. It's selected.
Okay, so click on that, and then it's going to bring up the list of keys for that. You're going to see caps lock. Click on caps lock, and then hit the delete button at the very bottom of the page.
I think Freddie Nikolai.
Okay.
And then just hit the OK button. You got to hit OK twice, and then you're good to go.
Check, check.
There we go.
Sick, awesome.
Is that better?
Good to go, Jason. Yep.
Perfect. Yep, that is better. Brilliant, mate.
All right, gents, let's go to war.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're good to go. We'll skip the briefing for Jason. He won't need it. We're just going to go and get on the helicopter. Let's go.
All right, sweet.
Rob, I'm surprised you're not doing the usual thing to when you've got a new bloke of getting them to lead the mission.
Yeah, no, we won't do that. I think we'll put Jason at the front of the column though, just behind point, so that he can shoot everything in his path.
I like it.
Potentially being undercover feds and taking that answer literally. Someone in my chat has gifted J1 something definitely not on the fed.
I'm up here along the fence.
Yeah.
He's got which? He's on the right.
Yeah.
First time running out on SOG, is it?
Yeah.
Or you'll have fun.
Jason's an experienced recon man.
Did you catch any of the broadcast we just did with the SOG guys?
Yeah, I sure did.
First time seeing Nick Brockhausen on camera. He's awesome.
Yeah, the people watching my stream are the same thing. Loved his handlebar mustache.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Columbia 1 Bravo, radio check over.
Bright light emergency.
Alright,
King Bee has gone down. Crash to the
Run
tree.
up and scroll wheel. Just giving you a refresher on free notice.
We look
Okay,
like a...
this is it. Our guys are in trouble.
Wheel down,
Mount up.
earplugs in.
Today you're riding with U.S. Slick pilots Condor 2-2. They know the terrain and are used to flying into hot LZs. Rest
Who's
assured
flying the
they will
helicopter?
pull you out
Oh,
as
it's
you get
Jeff.
into shift.
Good. We're in good hands.
Well, we look like a hard-charging bunch of motherfuckers.
I left my handkerchief back there. Can we go get it?
So no
We're
waypoint,
not
so I'm just
all
heading
on.
to the blue zone.
Yeah, we need to. Oh, everyone needs to be aboard the helicopter, and we're missing one.
Oh, Nikolai, shit.
You said he died in his chair, is that confirmed?
How do you kick people?
I think he's at the PX, guys. He's the PX behind something.
We could vote kick.
Yeah, if you hit P and then you select him, you should just be able to kick. Although, if you kick him, he'll be able to come back on.
Suffering from a severe
There we go.
hangover. Need to hook him up with the
Medic, medic down, medic down.
Rest in peace. And we'll just need to, you know, if he comes back and is like, what? Why am I kicked? You just be like, oh, you were holding up the show, so you can join in at your leisure.
But there was 2,000 people baying for your blood.
We could have just taken off though without him, and he could have joined us by speaking to the.
Oh, we should have shot
Duty
him and
officer.
loaded him on the slick. Then he couldn't have got out of the mission.
That's true, yeah.
Just wake up in the slick.
We're not doing team kills for donos, right?
Oh God, no! Let's not open that Pandora's
Why'd you
box.
mention it?
Don't open that Pandora's box of fucking contracts.
So, for anybody's
yes.
benefit who doesn't know it, if you wheel down, you can put earplugs in, and it cuts the engine noise a little.
I feel like I can give this guy. Wait. Someone just ejected? Oh God, there he goes!
Yep.
Find it.
Yep. And X was killed by.
Oh,
no,
he survived.
Wait, how did he survive? He landed
He's probably
in the
down.
water.
Back for him?
Who was it?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe. No. Yeah, all right. Why not? We're live. It was Dom, wasn't it? Dom that just ejected.
It might have been.
Run
He's pulling a Dick Thompson. He's going on for the bright light through the tree canopy.
Do we know where he is? He's somewhere in this paddy on the right.
He's
On the
by
right?
that tree.
Yeah, somewhere in this paddy on the right.
By that
All right,
tree.
put her down the
Nice
paddy.
call out.
No, we can't leave him. There
The
he
dude
is.
with the t-shirt.
There he is. Yeah, to the right.
At 3 o'clock.
I see him.
Alright, I'm gonna
Okay.
jump inside the passenger seat so he can jump on the right side.
He might need to be stick. He might need to
Yeah,
be
he's
stitched
probably
back
gonna
together.
need some medical attention. I've got
Thought of a helicopter.
and 2 extra femurs I grabbed off of VC earlier today, so I can stick them on him.
Tail all clear.
All right, take a knee, all round defense. All round defense, boys. Protect the helicopter. Now, of course, if this was Mike Force, we would be ambushed by now.
Oh yeah, if this was White Force, there'd already be like 9 bajillion VC coming out of the forest.
And we would have been bitten by a snake.
And then they would have been accompanied by PT-76 support. And modern aircraft. Whiplash!
Well, at least this is the bright light finished because we've rescued the crew chief.
Yeah, I suppose we have. Yeah, nice and easy one.
You can tick the box back at base.
Hey gents, since I'm the new guy. How do you actually look at your front sight tip?
So, right click.
Yeah, I'm doing that, but it's actually I'm not looking behind my front sight at all. It's just kind
Oh,
of
you don't press and hold it. Just tap it.
That's what she said. All right.
If you tap it, then you get just the tip.
Thanks. I'm up.
Right, I think we're remounting.
Jason, another tip. Another tip for you is if you double tap control, you lower your weapon, which makes you run faster.
Well, nobody's getting a tip because Twitch deleted my emo. Them bastards.
Yeah, is this the emote that was nominally a mushroom and looked like a phallus?
Yeah, right.
That we're all in on the right. Whipping. I tell you, it was a mushroom.
You guys need to take a shower.
What's the funny thing is it was actually to scale. It was actually models on NT's actual cock. And
All
it
right.
was to scale.
I'll let that one slide.
Right, we've got an LZ on the map.
Right. Let's do it. Wide mics out.
Given what all the guys were talking about in the stream, I've just changed it to LZ Hornet.
Nice.
Nice.
That was a good 20-minute discussion by a load of 75-year-olds talking about taking speed.
Yeah.
Okay, it was diet pills. They said that 3 times.
Dietary supplements.
Yeah, this
That
is
is
why,
funny.
you know, benzodrine sulfate, British troops during the Civil
Quaaludes.
War got given loads of them, and they, the reason that, you know, speed of the UK market after the war was known as bennies, because benzodrine sulfate. They were euphemistically called, when issued to British troops, anti-fatigue, anti-sleeping pills. Which, well, I suppose us issuing speed isn't as bad as the Germans literally putting their troops on meth.
Yeah,
During the Second World War. Perfect.
They gave tankers.
Methamphetamine. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Perfect.
You can't blitz you without being blitzed out of your mind.
Okay, this is bad. I don't want to spook you, but the Aisha Valley is a real shithole, crawling with hardcore NVA troops. Try to avoid contact down there, or it could get pretty desperate.
So as soon as we hit the ground, looks like we're going to be. Can anyone see smoke? By the way, it should be somewhere north of us.
I've got a NV patrol down there on that road on the right.
There's the crash site. It's right
Should
in
be
Charlie's
roundabout bearing
backyard, so land a
60.
bit further out and try and get there undetected. Those suppressors from Okinawa should help.
Anyone see any smoke off the right
Yeah,
hand
I
side?
see smoke out there.
Yeah, I see smoke as well.
4 o'clock here.
Put a marker where I think
Northeast
it is.
of us.
Can you just triangulate on that? See if you get the same location. Shift click will help.
Yeah, that's about right. I got it. Yep.
All right.
Straight off the nose.
The Karma, you take us. Yeah, take us that way. Just beware, guys. This area's crawling. We might well get bounced on the LZ. So load and lock.
You're ready. Tail clear.
We're going to be heading northeast straight off the LZ, front of the helicopter.
LZ's looking clear
straight
up
down.
front.
Cheers, Jack. See you on the other side, bud.
Go, go, go.
Points pushing 6-5.
Roger that. 065.
Hey Jason, right side, I'll stay behind you. We'll be second man.
You want me to get behind Karmakut?
Yep.
Sam?
Yep.
Ready? Yeah, take Jason up front and back up the point, guys.
Got a hot mic. We're going to start putting toe poppers down shortly.
Yeah, roger that. Point's low. We're good to slow down now and just get into a nice file, about 3 to 5 meters apart. 2 suppressors at the point. Deal with most of the contacts if you can, and you've got Jason and Ice giving you backup.
Copy.
And
Spike Team Columbia.
Machine gun.
Moving out.
Columbia,
Dolly.
copy. Roger that. Good hunting. Out.
General movement should be in crouch and jog, and then copy point when he adjusts.
Air assets are stacked up for you on this. Use them when you need them, but try and locate the crew first.
Contact left. Contact left side. Due north.
Contact down.
Second contact.
Point still shuffling 065.
Yeah, check pace because the tail is really spread out. We're about 200 meters spread now.
That tail's good.
That rear.
Well,
Jason got immediately pinched.
I took one for the team.
I'm gonna hold tight for a sec then.
Wow, that's the new guy.
Yep.
New guy always gets.
Joe, you good?
I got a letter to my mom in my butt pack, guys.
Oh yeah, look, you can still hear us. Hey, what's in your pack?
Yeah, don't look in that pocket. I'm up. I'm here.
Roger,
Alright,
pushing
good
60 again, guys.
Bad luck, man.
Moving to point.
You feeling the fire?
That was instant death. I didn't get a shot off.
This is 2. Putting toe poppers down. Point's holding.
Roger. Yeah, bring the tail in a bit more if you can, because we're getting really spread out. I want to try and keep us in a 60 meter spread. At the moment, we're like 100 to 150 meters.
Copy.
We need to have a smaller footprint in this SAO.
Not going to be commenting so much on the stream.
Point shuffling up again.
This is go to gameplay.
Alright, that's good. In fact, Dolly in front of me. Yeah, that's fine. Stay there. Well, you can, yeah. I feel safe. I've got two people behind me and Dolly in front of me. That's the best place to be. You guys who know how to run recon.
Jordan, what degree is that from you? Oh, I see it. It's my friend.
Trail ahead on the left.
Watch out for that trail on our left.
Yeah.
Voices front.
Yeah. Feels like that. Shout there. You sometimes get sentries up on the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Trees as well. You get some of the tree stands.
Alright guys, we're closing in on the site, so try and go slow and low. Ideally, we want to approach the site undetected, get into line, and then assault the site and seize it and take control of it.
I think we're going to have comms with the bird, given the proximity to the base. Basically, for the entire. Voice is very close right.
Voice is very close right. Yeah, use suppressors on them. Don't engage with loud.
Too late.
I've got one dead front.
Good job.
Eyes on NVA sentry.
Direction.
Roger. Alright, Point, take us up to the smoke and then set us out into line. And
drop.
we'll move up together.
Roger. Copy.
Everyone make sure you use a lot of cover on this because it's very easy to get nailed.
Carefully.
Alright, line right at Point.
Around the perimeter.
The guy I dropped was VC, no uniform, so there might be VC as well as MVA.
Yeah, roger that. It's A-Shore, so it's usually a mixture.
Damn. Looks like Charlie's on high alert. Area's crawling with soldiers. Deploy your team and take them down as quietly as possible. Watch out for friendly.
Eyes on.
I've got two at the bird.
Oh yeah, there.
Roger, I've got 3 and I've got a grenade lined up right in the centre of them. Somebody watch right flank high.
Okay, good job. Now check for radios, code books, and flight plans. Look for any US or ARMA survivors or bodies. Do it quick.
Point guys, move in and secure the radio and the code.
Guy behind you, set punky off. You got him?
Who's on it?
Well, officially I was on it, as soon as it impaled me, so...
Okay, the rest of us just cover the site, let the other guys go in and see what's up.
Bringing back this stuff is important.
I'm
Charlie's
pushing
been
far
known
side
to
for
use
security.
our radios to listen into our comms, or even.
Blood trail is heading off east.
So, 3 bodies and 4 helmets. Looks like one of the guys is alive, but he may have been taken. Another team will extract the bodies. See if you can pick up on the trail for the missing pilot.
Covey, Columbia. Crash site secure.
Columbia, Covey, Roger. What's the sit rep on the package? Over.
Covey, Columbia. Package 1 secure. 3 KIA to pick up. Package 2 is probably nearby. Moving to locate. Over.
Columbia,
Contact left.
Covey, Roger.
Shots northwest, northwest.
West, into the bamboo.
A lot of air standing by for you. Just say the word. Out.
Neutralized. Alright, they're all down.
This looks promising. See where it goes. This is where the fun starts. Be ready.
I got blood trail over here on the east.
Roger, Karma, take us out following the trail. Everyone else fall into line, into file. But let's try and disengage from these enemies as best we can.
We're gonna take this trail out this way.
Got eyes on the blood, it's on a path here.
Roger that. Suggest hand-railing the path. Just pick a side and stay on it.
Alright guys, we're gonna shadow left of the path. Contact front.
Stay off the
a little bit further into.
Okay, I've recovered a shotgun, which may be useful to us. It's in my backpack.
Tail catch up.
You good?
And put some lines down on that trail.
I need to trigger this. Someone needs to trigger the power.
Tail copy.
Copy.
Oh yeah, there's a rock to it.
Good point.
You guys needed like the predator to come out of the way.
Getting a nice 50 FPS in this jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah.
The task didn't trigger for me, so I guess we'll just keep following the path.
Yeah, that's
tails it.
That's people like those like Helion, because they know how to design art so that it uses minimum draw calls. A lot of mods don't know how to do that, so the mods, a lot of ARMA mods.
Contact on the path coming down towards us.
And a properly optimised content does really help. Yeah, the jungle.
Another contact further down the path.
Twice as thick. There's no way we can do that.
Voices right.
Top of the hill, right.
Yeah, that's right.
Two times EI contact on the path 090, uniformed NVA at 50 meters, over.
Roger that. If you're in the tail there, just try and
Contact right,
get past them.
Yeah, he's dead. I've just fucking lit him up.
Casualty at the back, hold point.
We good on that casualty rear. Tail, you good to move?
Good to move.
Moving.
Just let him close up before you move too fast, Karma.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's raining. Lovely.
Contact rear left.
Nice.
Making sure.
Watch your spacing, guys. Try and form more of a fire as we go.
Trackers behind us.
We've got flanks to worry about. Better.
I love the sound of the rain.
Contact right, opposite of the road.
He's waking up.
Yep.
We gotta get.
And then there's the unsuppressed.
be a 5-man element at bearing 360, track 270, 50 meters. Looks like a sniper team with foliage. Over.
Roger that. Try again to evade. If they're shooting, light them up. Tails dragging.
Contact right.
Points holding.
Taking shots on our right. S180.
Enti, are you doing this on a treadmill?
Hot mic.
Jason, tap back.
It ain't me.
There you go.
There we go.
Someone's got their fucking machine on too loud.
What that is?
Got some huts up ahead.
Roger that. Approach with caution. Take it nice and low and slow. Alright, rear of the column, come with me. We're going to cross the trail on our right and we're going to move around the right hand side of this village. Point team, you're like the heavy team, you go forward and get eyes on the village and tell us what you see.
Seems empty right now.
Pointman, make sure you have your mine detectors or trap detectors on.
A VC camp.
16, catch up with me on the trail.
Like this are iShot. One of the reasons whole teams have been lost from here. Sweep the camp to see what you're up against and take everyone down fast. And find our guy.
It's right to your front right, Jordan.
16, cross the trail to your right. You'll see.
It looks like. Hey, Jacob. Let's go back up, Rob. He needs some people back there.
Okay.
I think these guys are supposed to go. Oh wait, no, they got him. We're good.
Got some contacts moving through the center.
Yeah, roger that. Just hang on a second. We'll just move up in the right side and we'll get eyes on as well, and then we can assault the village.
Casualty front.
Contact DC north. Lots of
lights up, lights up.
Rear.
Got 2 bullets out. Fucking...
Yeah, I got it too.
Fragging.
Medic!
Okay, Charlie. Go and get it.
Let's tell Patrick to get over here.
I know, right?
Back up.
Right team is moving up.
Sir
Mass
Charles
cast on the
has
left.
his shit together today. I need sneaking name all you got.
Right team push. We need to give these guys a bit of cover.
Fuck, I lit up a civilian.
Medics moving to front team.
Who's coming to rescue us?
Yeah, we're down over here too.
I'm trying to put things upside down though.
Coming.
Appreciate you.
Coming to take me alive.
Okay, Jumsi. You know bleed no more.
Something different.
We will catch you out when we get home, Jumsi. You be okay now.
Alright. Drag out left.
Oh, I'm hit bad.
Need a medic to my position on the left flank. I'm trying to hold these guys off as best I can.
Yep, coming. Need some reinforcements on Digby. Medics, medicing.
Putting 40 mics in front of you guys.
Jeez. Fragging.
Julie. Exit say Julie. You, Messi.
Stable on my left flank. We may have set some of these huts on fire.
Oops. Right side pushing.
Left side, push in.
Watch Voss, watch Voss.
Stop.
Yeah. Have another look. This camp seems too small for the amount of troops here.
Contact on Digby. Northeast side of the village.
Moving to spot.
Step over it.
So Charlie has a
There you
key.
go.
Better go easy. See who's home.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right, let's regroup with them with all these bad leaves over here.
Drew, keep your scope on that slot in the cave above the smoke.
Yeah, they're yelling from the cave, I think.
It looks like a crevice. Sniper spotted in the crevice. He's down.
Hold on. Let me take the lead. I've got a fucking shotgun.
Drewski, what's your 6?
Yep.
Oh, patch me up then and we'll get going.
Center road of the town.
First elements pushing into the tunnel system.
Roger, I'm going to come in the tunnel with you. I need one guy to look after the outside of the tunnel.
Well. Charlie has been busy.
With Dolly on machine gun.
A tunnel. This is
Grenade.
be a much bigger operation than we realized. These rat holes can go on for
you want to go in or stay out here?
Get in there and try and find the pilot.
I'll stay outside.
Who's that? Who's staying outside?
Jason, staying outside.
I know, Jason, you need to go in, man. It's your first time, so...
Okay, I'll go in the hole.
Go in the hole, man. Ice, you stay outside. With Dolly, and, alright.
Copy. Columbia.
Turn left, dude, up the
We're on
slope.
to package 2. Going underground for a time. We'll
And
be
right.
off comms. If we don't come out,
We're going in the-
order an arc light on this grid.
Yeah, in the tunnel.
Columbia, copy. Roger, I have your grid. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I need to check in with another team, but I'll be back with you when you need me. Good luck down there. Out.
If you've got a trap kit, you can disarm
This is
the
some
punji.
creepy shit.
Careful. Because
Where booby
that's
traps?
not a punji, that's a fucking
Charlie
stick
uses
grenade.
mines, spikes, murder holes,
Guys,
even snakes. All kinds of
What we
horrible
want to
stuff.
do here is we want to get our 2 guys with toolkits split into 2 teams with those guys on point.
Okay, I've got a toolkit.
Okay, so Jordan stand in one door, Empty stand in the other door. The rest of us stack up on them, and we'll follow them round. So
Suggestion. I'm in a table.
I want someone to stay here because we always get fucking lost on this bit. They're coming back up.
it's all right. There'll be a marker coming back. We'll be okay.
All right.
I'm on this door.
Give me
over
some
here.
room in case I trip this.
In case you fuck it up. Yeah, gotcha.
It's just a mouse wheel interaction, right?
Yeah.
All right, just pick a team and go with it, Jason.
If it mouse wheel interaction, it should be disarm.
Well, I have a trap kit, mate, so...
Oh, me too.
Going right,
Let
Rob?
me go to this one then.
For that, I'll go left.
It is,
I went right.
We've got to find the pilot, so
Is
he's
it,
down
have you
here
got a
somewhere.
toolkit as well? Track kit.
Finding traps,
I
chat.
am a trap kit. I have both.
Okay, and you're not getting a disarm, no?
This is legit.
It's the tunnel.
I think what may have helped there is I'd like to just reveal target on it and then disarm it easier.
They can see us.
Yeah, okay.
Buddy, just stay there. Don't move, okay?
Roger.
Got a casualty over here.
Nice. Those tunnels are legit.
I've gotten 2 casualties, friendly casualties. I'm the only one over here.
Alright, Jordan, maybe just hold and the other guys will catch up with you when they respawn.
And NC back, I got my PC.
Alright, I've respawned back in. Fucking by myself.
I think it's the space you want to draw. Yeah, 5 meter space or something. 3 meter space. Right, I'm over the top of you with a shotgun. Watch the right. I got the right. Got the right. Who's that behind me?
It's Jason, brother.
Ah, hey. Hey, cool.
Hailing Charlie.
Yeah, yeah.
In this thing? Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm covering you.
What little trick did you do to... Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, reveal target, I think, whatever that is, reveal trap or something. I think it's the T key, but I have it on right. I have it on right mouse, so it makes it much easier.
There's that go down to the right. I don't know what that is all about.
Ignore that for now. Yeah, yeah. We'll only use ladders if we have to.
Coming back. Joining you.
Alright. Yeah, roger that. There's a cave in on the right here. There's nothing in there.
Come down left.
Good shit.
Alright, as I come out left, I need a gun right, okay?
Yeah, roger that.
Alright, ready, go.
Yep, clear. This is going down, we should probably take it.
Trap or am I blind? Maybe this is a texture. I think this is just a texture line.
That's texture and that's
Okay,
cave
alright.
in, so we can only go down and right.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you go past me and head down the ramp.
Yeah, I gotcha.
This your first time in the tunnels, Jason?
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
Can you see anything? Sometimes people find it too dark.
No, this is fucking great.
Alright, I've got a room right, hallway front. Whoever's my 2 needs to get the right as soon as I poke out here. Forget to watch the front.
Yeah, roger that.
Front, right.
I'm watching front.
Right, clear.
I'll hold this tail this whole time.
Alright, down to the ladder that we saw earlier. Giving the first up. Someone stepped on a punchy stick.
That was upstairs, that was above us.
Yeah, keep heading down. Alright, Digby's on your 2 now.
I'm behind you with the shotgun.
Oh, fun. You can hear VC radio as well.
Yeah.
At some point we're going to release the actual translation of what they're saying because it is quite entertaining.
Yeah, got it. 12 looks like it's a ladder down. We're probably not going to take him that way.
Okay, I'm pushing. Hold front, checking right.
Gotcha.
Alright, I've got command area, it looks like, on the right here.
Might worth clearing that.
Yeah, I'm pushing in.
Found prisoner cages, but there's nobody in it. I'm looking left and look right.
Roger, yeah, they have multiple prisoner sites in the in these tunnels usually.
Clear. Radio set. Any useful? Anything on the pad? No.
Nothing.
I'm going to hold the junction for them.
Coming.
Lead, this is NC.
You found them. Okay.
Lead,
Administer
this is
first
NC.
aid
I
and
found
let's
the
get
prisoner.
the hell out of this shithole. Covey is
Roger
sending
that,
in the
good
slicks
job.
now. Let's DD.
Give him a heal, pick him up, and make your way back to the entrance.
Alright, I'll hold the 6 if you want to over.
Rest of the team, be aware that we have at all costs to protect the pilot. Okay, so whatever happens, make sure he's got good flank security.
Yeah, I killed him. He's dead.
Nice.
Jason, we're going to go back up the way we came. So if you want to head up there, we don't need these guys on point because there's no more traps. So,
Right, this is NC. I'm being chased. I have the prisoner. I am being chased by VC in the tunnel. I have the prisoner with me. I need help. Stat.
You on your own?
I am on my own.
Shit. Do your best, bud.
Alright.
we better move.
All clear
Is there
left.
only one way out of this
Going
tunnel?
up.
Yeah, if you follow the bamboo arrows, they'll take you to the upper deck.
So I'm at the ladder that brings you up, and I cannot access it.
Going left. All clear.
No action command.
That's not the exit. We've got to keep going. Oh, hold on. Arrow says this way.
No,
Maybe
don't
that
worry,
is the
don't worry.
exit.
No, it's not. Just keep going. Just keep going. Arrows take you to an exit, and if it's not the exit, they'll be on the same
Guys?
level. So.
Yeah, we hear you, Auntie.
I'm hit.
Shit.
I need help. There's a VC on my body. I put the prisoner in a safe location, but the AI got me.
Roger that.
He's right below us.
How many floors down you are? Oh, we see you. Okay.
I am bottom level, man.
Right. Right, team, we need to get to him, and I've got no idea how, but we're going to have to do it, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Just be advised, it seems to be an invincible AI, FYI.
Alright, I'm gonna
Right,
relog.
We need to get to NC, so let's just head down.
This way? Okay.
Yeah. Move fast, because we just need to try and get to him as fast as we can.
NC, hang in there, bud. We're coming to you. How many seconds you got?
238.
Roger, we've got 4 minutes to get to NC.
Right, break. I am on like a down slope. VC trooper is halfway between me and the down slope.
Not that way.
3, rally up.
This is probably good because this is like the mirror image of the one we were there.
Rally up.
Holy shit! Having to do this in a hurry is no.
200 seconds.
I'll get you cover.
High ground, deep corner right.
When they come.
All right, hold on.
Don't worry, man. I got
Tracking you back.
You're gonna be okay.
He's high ground once he's in there.
Slow down, team. You leave me. Don't save me.
Shit! Don't fall through the floor, man.
I'll try not.
So if this works.
It's no hurt much, Maxie. I'll fight if you help me up.
Yeah, they went that way.
We're alright, you guys can feel the lights slipping away.
We're close, buddy. Hang in there.
He's one more lower.
You ain't close enough, goddammit.
You want to rush?
You know what? Fuck it.
That didn't drop me down like I thought it would.
Oh my god. Last round. Holy crap, I was on last round.
Right here.
With you. You go in, let's go faster if we can. Oh, this place is sucking, man.
There he is. Get him.
Shout out to the pilot. Okay, push past him, secure perimeter.
Pilot's in the back room with a little desk and a light.
I'm on you, NC.
Look for a little desk and a light.
Perimeter secure.
Little desk and a light.
I think we're blocking the tunnel.
Don't worry, you'll be back banging men in Saigon in no time.
Yeah, you're going to be blocked.
Up good. SC number 1.
There you go. Alright, NC, where's the pilot, mate?
This is clear.
Putting him down anyway. Yeah. Trying to clear your way out.
Rally up!
Right.
Where my partner went.
Yeah, he probably got killed on a punchy trap or something. Okay, you alright to pick him up?
Package secure, package secure. We're going to make our way to the exit, guys.
We must go fast. SC number
Well, I got
1.
the 6. So.
Save me from NDA.
Vaccine number 1.
Now we can't go.
Can't go back the way we came because we got ladders and we got the casualty, I know. I'm following the arrows and the slopes.
Ah, roger that. Arrows are good, arrows are
User
good.
in your channel timed out.
Let's hope when we get out that we don't find our security element completely wiped out.
The arrow leads to a ladder, so up the slope we go.
Okay.
Roger that.
Return to formation.
I don't know how clear this is, so I'm taking it slow.
Yeah, roger that. Package, hold back as much as you can, give them lots of space.
Jesus Christ.
I was right to take it slow. Contact down, there's probably more, stand by.
I love what Dennis
Dead
has
end.
done with the sounds for this.
Dead end, gotta go back the way we came.
Dead end.
Yeah, I've got an arrow. I've got an arrow.
Super.
Another ladder. It's another ladder. Shit. Okay, continuing.
Yeah, there's a ramp.
There's a ramp going up.
Left, go left.
Yeah, go up the ramp. Just try that. I'm just watching down here. Hope it's not another dead end. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, we're gaining height pretty quick.
Keeps going up.
Okay, when we exfil from the tunnel area, just remember we need to keep the package secure. So he needs to run from cover to cover, and the rest of us need to be around him, like we're protecting and carrying a ball.
Yeah, form a diamond.
Yeah, diamond sounds good.
I'm gonna need the attentions of a medic at some point because my guy's struggling.
Yeah, roger that. That's Drew, is the medic.
Alright, we're at the bridge.
We're at the bridge, but I can't get out.
That's not it. That's not the entrance.
No? Are you sure?
You,
This looks
there's
exactly-
multiple entrances.
Rally up!
I got arrows. No, they're pointing towards this one.
Quite easy now. You just have to go around and,
This, I'm like,
don't go down, don't go up. Just basically.
Yeah, I think we
move
came
around.
through this once before, didn't we, gents?
Yeah, Rog. It just goes around in a square shape. You'll be fine. There's 4 of these ladders, and you just have to find the right one. There's normally a marker on, but we're playing on veteran difficulty, so it doesn't give us a marker. Just don't go up or down.
Right, we're Wonka's house then, is it?
Not it either.
It's fucking nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that's not the ladder either.
Oh my god, get me out of here.
I don't think this section's been cleared. Careful.
Roger that. I'm moving the other way.
Do you want to go back? Because this is definitely not the way.
We should go back where there's not contact, shouldn't we?
User joined your channel.
This is not it either.
Guys, the ladder is now marked in a yellow marker.
Yellow marker. There we go.
Open and close the map. Open and close your map, and then you get the yellow marker.
Oh, dude, you gotta help me. I don't know where to go.
Yeah, just keep coming the way you were coming and you'll find it.
Follow my chevrons. I'm on the marker now.
Copy that. There it is, fucking tunnels, man.
Hey, we got separated down here, boys.
Yeah, roger that. Just don't go down. Stay on the same level.
Hey, brother.
Yo.
Hey, let me take point.
Yeah, I'm going for him right now.
Yeah, this way. This way.
Alright, we made link up.
Fall back!
Columbia, hurry. Large enemy force.
Right. Push out first. Secure the entrance. Move out of the cave. Secure the area.
Copy, Columbia.
Package,
We're out.
Move out.
We have package 2. One pilot. Give me a Lima Zulu. I say again, package 2 is secured. Requesting Lima Zulu, over.
Condor
Right,
2-2,
package
this
2.
is Columbia 1 Bravo.
Right, collapse down. Let's get out of this cave.
Condor 2-2, this is Columbia 1 Bravo. Package
Columbia,
secure.
copy.
Stand by for an
Good to hear from you again. You need to move your team out. There are enemy forces converging from the north, east, and west.
Shit, dragon.
Oh my god, I nearly wasted you. Okay, move us out, northeast. Northeast, go, go, go. Northeast.
We're going.
Roger.
Right, move the casualty as fast as you can.
Shots fired from village towards cave entrance.
Lead, are we pushing to the marker on the map or somewhere else?
Negative. We're moving northeast. We're trying to disengage from the enemy.
Keep moving.
Tails taking fire.
The package moving.
Doc, sorry to ask, but...
Law's out, ready if that vehicle pushes us. Ow.
What the fuck is going on?
If you got smoke, try to smoke that Vic off.
Whereabouts is the Vic?
To the rear. Terrain's pretty steep. We're looping left here.
All right, just hold the point a little. Bring the tail up. We need to get this diamond around the package.
Roger.
Our attention is an LZ extra square 119.080.
It's a lot of fire.
Right, move up to the next tree. Oh, sorry, we're getting drawn out. Alright, I'll try and keep you safe. Right, I need some people on the stick to stay behind entities over here by my chevron. I'll stay with the package.
Roger, I'll push tail.
My chevrons will be on the package. You want a diamond on me?
Dude, I'm having issues reloading. I don't know what's going on. I do have mags.
Right, moving.
Package moving. Southeast.
Southeast, Raj.
Don't you mean northeast, mate?
Oh, you grab it. Try to grab it.
Pilot's doing ash and trash. He's got a second SOG team he's got to worry about, so we're second priority.
Negative. We're going to turn south when we hit the top of the hill.
Yeah, I'm up now.
All right, point. Just remember, we need to protect the package, so don't get too far ahead. Otherwise, enemy could slip in behind you.
With the Mo's and the gun.
No one likes someone slipping in behind them without asking first.
Contact south-southwest.
He's down.
Right, let's get the heights. Take the heights.
Dude, I don't know why I can't fucking reload right now.
Package is with me.
I don't know what's going on.
Left of the rocks.
I don't know what's going on.
Contact rear.
Yeah, Roger. Do your best to disengage. All right, guys. We've got a long run on the top of the hill now. We're going to hold the ridge line, watch left and right, pick a direction to watch, and keep your eyes on it. So some watch high left, some watch low right. 6, watch the 6, point, watch the point, and we should be good.
You want us going straight over this bald hill?
Yeah, we should be good. We got enough firepower if we stay on the top. Just keep your eyes peeled and call your contacts.
What the fuck?
NT will just go between with the
I don't-
package.
yeah, my R button is not
crater
working.
to crater, tree to tree, rock to rock.
What'd you say?
So my R button was not working, but I'm good now.
Oh.
Right, I need.
Come on.
Tail's a bit strung out from the rest of us. Might hold the point.
Yeah, I'm trying, brother. Thank you.
Somebody take left and right and stay left and right of NT, please.
We moving to an LZ?
Almost.
Push the gap, mate. Get to the next rock.
Go on,
Let me know
Nancy.
when it's safe to cross.
Yeah, go, go, go.
Yeah, go.
Brother in.
Contact east southeast. East southeast, top of the hill.
Hold empty, don't go past the next guy.
Well done, guys. Just keep moving in a nice diamond.
Watch left. Watch left, watch left.
Right
oh,
out.
I'm gonna fucking do something. Why is it not fucking shooting? I saw it fucking load.
Can you hit the F key? Make sure up top that you're not on melee. Does it show what you're on? Oh, you might have rifle grenades loaded or something. Just look up at the upper right. It should show one line.
Right. Move left.
Just...
Tree. Yeah.
West, southwest.
get to the
In fact,
LZ.
west, lots of voices. So get behind
Rifle
the
section,
ridge.
right.
Yeah, rifle section west, 300.
Run to the Lima Zulu. Charlie knows something's up. Their patrol's moving this way, coming fast.
Casualty front.
West, 270.
All call signs, this is Covey 4-6 declaring a prairie fire emergency. Voodoo call signs, begin your runs. Start dropping your ordnance November of the Mark 7.
Drewski, need a medic on point.
This is Columbia 1 Bravo. I know you're doing action tracks right now, but we've become your number one priority. Prairie fire, over.
Condor 2-2, 2 mics.
Why can't I fucking reload?
Casualties moving again. Point, push.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking punch a baby in the fucking face.
Hey Jason, you want my car 15? Is it not working for you still? If we get up here, I can give you my car 15 or something.
Yeah, I can't reload for some reason, dude. This thing's loaded to the gill with SKS rounds.
Okay. Come on, buddy. I'll destroy this thing.
Contact
you up
on
on
the
ammo.
LZ.
Here,
There is enemy
grab
on
my
the
rifle,
LZ.
and then
I
I'll
need
throw-
help.
I'll throw a bunch of rounds in your pack.
Point. Don't go too
Alright,
far.
there you go. Should be set. I'll take this thing.
No idea what was that about.
Alright, so push forward to the west. Quick scope. Oh, the horror.
That won't work for you?
Yeah, it's working, brother. Thank you.
Alright, sweet.
Lead, are we holding here?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the casualty up. I should have spoke too soon.
Right. Yo, enemies are close. Yeah, they're on our 6.
Package is down. Package is down. We need backup on the package.
Popping white fast.
Not much, Maxie. I'll find it.
Medic go to work. Everyone else will round the fence.
Contact northeast close.
Help me up. Keep going.
get some phosphorus on our tail.
Point's pushing south.
It's moving south.
Package moving, package moving. Get spread out from me and cover. Spread out and cover.
Moving south, roger that.
Bear left, bear left.
Yeah, I've got nobody on my left side right now.
Moving to your left, Dick.
Roger that.
Where's the LZ? Is it here on this hill?
Negative, stay with the ridge, and keep moving to the south. Avoid the trees. We're taking from the left, taking fire from the left.
Yeah, you can get that death blade, boys, to the left.
Take that guy out, he's behind the rock. Package moving, good job.
Points have new heading. New heading 180.
Stay clear of the trees. Don't go to the trees.
Condor sees contacts east and north. Condor sees contacts east and north. Nothing south and west as yet.
Nobody on my left again. I need somebody always on my left, please. On my 9 and my 3 o'clock.
I am on the left, but I'm far front left.
Roger that. I need you in line, left and right, because they attack the flanks all the time on this hill. Taking fire from the 6.
Contact rear.
Points holding at the tree line.
Alright guys, we got this. We haven't got far to go. Alright, point hold a little, let the tail get in. We need to get much tighter diamond.
They're right on the ridgeline behind us, maybe 100 metres. They're right on our fucking arse. Let's get moving.
Roger that. As soon as you're close up on it again, we'll start moving.
Points moving. New heading 180.
Covey will start pasting the area to your north. We have TAC air stacked up to 20,000 feet. They can't see much with this cloud, but Covey's doing a good job guiding them to their targets.
Alright, let's get some shape to this diamond, because at the moment it looks like a line.
Rob, I'll be up ahead of you. The lead of the diamond. Secondary.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Yep, secondary to the point.
Let's go right side.
Watch out, because you get guys surprising us on the flanks here. And I'm most worried about my left and right flank.
Dolly's on your left.
I'm on the rear, I've no stamina. 600 meters from the LZ.
We're looking good, guys. That's a good shape.
Contact front.
Package stopped.
We're clear, pushing front.
Package moving.
Second contact, south.
Oh, it's always fun, this bit.
We're looping right around this hill.
More contacts on the brow,
Roger, package stopped.
Fragging the contact top of the hill. Enemy are on the LZ.
Package moving.
Up here at the LZ, it looks Famous last words. It looks pretty clear now.
Rob, there's a good spot right here in this defilade. I'd hold right there, Rob, until we clear this.
Roger that. Package stopped. Yeah, make sure that right side's covered down there because they come out of nowhere.
Don't worry. It's a toe popper. Faulty one.
Package moving. Watch the flanks. Keep your eyes on the flanks.
Yeah. Yeah, something was up with the team who
Oh no, really? You can't spawn on me?
And whenever I was in the NBA tunnel, because I had to respawn in it, it did not allow me to exit.
Ah, okay. When it says spawn on the NBA tunnel, it should still spawn you with us, it's just got the wrong words, which we've got a ticket about, but it should still work.
Karma, you're here among us, right?
That was a double-barrel shotgun. Contact left, close.
Package in hole.
SPG. That's a fucking BTR 40. Dolly, have you got your 66?
Yeah, I overshot.
I need somebody covering my west side on the package, west side is covered.
Gunner on that BTR 40's down.
Look into your west
down.
We have a casualty. Package moving.
Hey Gary, thanks for your encouragement.
We good to keep pushing, LZ?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, keep pushing. Let's get across this saddle and take the high ground.
Contact right as we cross.
Package holding. Watch those.
Contact left.
Left and right as we cross.
Bring up the 6 and push past me. We need as much flank support as we can get going through these rocks. Right, push out and defend the flanks as we cross the saddle.
210 on the LZ.
Saddle's covered, left flank.
Package moving. Holy fuck, this is such an intense mission. Scared as fuck. It's the pilot.
We've got contacts moving right to left across the front of the LZ.
Yeah, line up, Cobra. That's Scarface.
Digby needs smoke.
I've got smoke, I've got it. We just need to pop it once we get closer. We're not currently on the LZ. We've got another 100 meters to go.
Oh, I see it, okay.
Yeah, roger that. Secure the LZ and then get around the perimeter as best you can. And watch for enemies. Clear out that crater and tell us when it's clear.
Cobra's firing danger close.
Well, he's a Marine, he knows what he's doing. Contact on the perimeter of the LZ.
Double point down, 2 guys down.
Forward fast when the slicks hit the dirt. Charlie's going to be moving in AAA.
Alright, secure that crater, Be careful, there's 3 of us down now over there.
Fucking damn it.
Yeah, roger, I'm gonna go straight for the crater.
They're to our front.
All the contacts northeast because that chopper was taking a shit ton of fucking tracer.
Is that off, is it?
Yeah, that's outburst. Let's get the package on board.
Package on the move. Get all round security on the helicopter.
We don't see anyone in your bird.
Okay, collapse in, package secure, collapse in and mount the helicopter here. Plugs in, boys.
Come on, boys, pull back. Come on, bumper man, let's go.
Come on, last man, pull him.
Get in this goddamn thing.
Keep your head and try to extract the team.
Oh my god, we're dead. What the hell happened?
That thing got blown up.
I think someone was lagging and it was stopping the rest of us getting in the helicopter or something.
The problem is that 760i inside of the helicopter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said we were.
Damn, you sure stood up an ant nest down here. At least Cubby will get a good body count. That's a real good thing you've done for our Vietnamese crews. They believe if the body is left behind and not buried in their homeland, the soul will forever wander the jungles in pain and suffering.
Oh my goodness.
All round defense, it's not over. We need to basically wait for another helicopter. So defend the LZ, take out the NVA. They're coming in close.
Charlie, I'm over here.
Secure the perimeter. It's not over yet. Oh, into cover. Wow.
Here they come. Fuck you.
It's done. Dead.
Shoot him.
Oh my
This guy
god.
right next to me.
I got my lucky frag.
Oh, they're right here
He's
on us.
running amongst us, you guys. There's multiple NDA right here.
My lucky frag.
Yeah, they're right on top of the spawn.
Head over to that dead am now. You're
Spawn
right.
and shoot as many as you can.
Okay, it's on as soon as we respawn. It's on.
Come on, guys.
It's on.
Instantaneously down.
We'll be out of ammo now. Holy goodness.
Head for the fucking bunker.
One bullet made contact.
I'll get you cover. I will kill busy when you come.
Holy crap, that went to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, how did that thing blow up?
It was an RPG. One of the MBA hit us with an RPG.
I need a medic. Yep, I'm medic people. I think this action menu.
Worst case scenario right there.
That was pure carnage.
It was close.
Dude, look at all those bodies. Oh my God.
It's not much.
Freaking gun stuck in the ground.
If you help me up.
I'll wait for the helicopter to come back.
Alright. Fuck you, BC!
We need to get
Fuck
in the heli
you.
a lot faster.
Don't get my
Is this our bird coming in?
Yeah.
Alright, it's getting shot at from the right wing.
Last time we couldn't get it.
We are. Oh God! I'm waiting. Are you above us, Ava?
Stabilizing.
I'm down.
Get these casualties down into the ditch so they're not up on the lip.
Emma to the rescue again. We're a legend, Doc.
Let's get the casualties
Things
down.
enough.
Alright, again,
Is that our bird up there?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
our
looks
bird.
like it is.
30 seconds out. Watch the tree line, boys.
Now fucking bird now, let's get on it.
We got casualties in the bird. I'm going to get casualties in the bird.
I left my handkerchief.
Get in, I'm on the 60.
Stay west.
Come on, come on.
Oh no! Oh, took up my head again. Are we all in? Oh no, God. Sorry, mate. I just had to put that in. Let's go. That's fine. I think we're in.
Let go. Go. Lift him.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my fucking god.
That was a tin show.
Oh. I need a medical in the bird if anyone can give it to me.
Well, we got the fastest pilot in the west, so we'll get you back.
Stuff the
But you know, my anti-torque is cooking out, guys, so
Alright.
send her back home.
Get ready to say sorry then.
Make a grenade, took her tail rotor out.
I think he did.
That
I was cursed. Egg, I was cursed for that pilot, man. 2 hits, I got carrying that guy. Clipped fucking twice.
Well, we fought our way out of there. I mean, that was intense.
Have we left people on the landing zone?
Only dead people.
Yeah. They weren't long for this world.
I shamefully shot Don so we wouldn't have to go back for him.
You what?
Yeah.
That's on you.
No, I'm gonna have to live with that.
That's okay. That was happening quite a bit there at the last. I'd spawn back in and there'd be NVA all around me. I couldn't even fire.
As you sat
And I'd
next
be
to us
dead
talking.
again.
Who did you
My
shoot?
lord. John shot a couple of friendlies and I wasted him.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I didn't even fire my weapon.
Jax, if that happens again, just crash your helicopter and get rid of the AI.
Okay, we'll do.
Because turning up with a half-full helicopter, we had no idea of that, and that completely fucked us.
Yeah, I told Digby, I thought you guys were going to shoot him out.
But we couldn't see them.
Really?
Yeah, we couldn't see them.
Oh, wow.
It must be a performance saving thing.
No idea. Anyway,
Yeah,
we made
couldn't.
it back. We just lost the pilot due to that glitch. I think we actually won that one because we had the pilot all the way back to the LZ, so...
Yeah,
Okay.
it was due to unforeseen circumstances.
But we did need to drag it out before the next Zoom call. Anyway, so worked out quite well for us. Because now we've only got 20 minutes from the next one. It's at 1 o'clock.
Right, yeah. Probably,
Yeah, boy. So enough time to go and grab a coffee, have a cigarette.
I need a medical.
Let's medical the boys on the helicopter.
Where's your clothes, mate?
Underwear. Just in a little,
Yeah, this is what I do. Every flight back, I'm always getting naked.
It's not all what...
I like it.
I've done it all the way through the testing and everything.
Cool off up there when you're airborne, man.
Oh, that was fun.
What's up, bro?
That was great coming across the bridge at the end there. We almost made it, didn't we? It was good. Wow, that's incredible. They RPG'd the helicopter. That's just bad luck. Bad luck that they had an RPG right at that moment. Wow. We made it back to the bar.
I'll be the naked bar wench then.
Whew, well, let's get a beer. Although we can't because we're playing for 24 hours and we're not going to finish till 6 PM tomorrow. So.
I'm having a fucking beer. I deserved it after carrying that pilot.
No, man, you did well.
Ugh.
Well, guys.
Yeah, good job, everybody.
Oh, thank God it's only smoke.
We've got a short break.
Oh my god.
Dick Thompson MVG on Zoom, and then back in for Ashtray.
Ooh,
that was intense.
Prisoner of war snatch.
That was very intense.
Well, apologies, guys. That didn't work out.
It's okay.
Game ganged up on us.
Yeah, and it yeah. Sorry.
Hey, Digby, can you get a streamer role to
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going, boys.
Give it to
Cheers, Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Useless fodder.
Hey, you guys, thanks so much.
Useless fodder?
That's correct.
We do
I
it
think
again.
he has it. Yeah, he has it.
Yeah, he does. As does Pears. So he can just come down.
User was moved to your channel.
All right, everyone that was watching, thank you for watching me really suck at this game. It was a lot of fun though. But there will be a lot more Savage Actual gameplay in the future. So, yeah, we've got Hell Let Loose coming. Got a server coming from Hell Let Loose. We're gonna do some squad. Definitely gonna play some ARMA in the future. We'd love